Hey there, anime lovers! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the world of heartwarming romance and captivating stories. Today, we've got something special for all you romantics out there. A list of the top 10 romance anime where a nerdy boy finds love. You know, those charming tales that remind us all that love knows no boundaries, not even for the nerdiest of hearts. From awkward encounters to life-changing confessions, we've got it all. Whether you're into high school romance or more mature love stories, our list has something for everyone. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey filled with emotions, surprises, and heartwarming connections, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more anime content. But for now, let's start counting down the top 10 romance anime where a nerdy boy finds love. Buckle up, folks, because you're in for an unforgettable ride through the world of anime romance. Genshiken. Kanji Sasahara is a shy college student looking for a place to belong. One day, he stumbles into the Society for the Study of Modern Visual Culture, also known as Genshiken, a society that brings together the entire spectrum of otaku culture. His first visit to the club, however, does not go well, as his senior, Harunobu Madarame, crushes Sasahara's pride, and he departs the meeting in full denial of his otaku nature. However, after becoming friends with club member Makoto Kozaka, who turns out to be a hardcore otaku despite his appearance, Sasahara becomes increasingly involved in club activities such as obsessing over their favorite anime, reading doujinshi, and visiting conventions. There he meets other unusual characters, including as Kozaka's staunchly non-otaku fiancé Saki Kasukab, who works hard to make her partner a normal guy. While Seki tries to understand otaku culture and her boyfriend's obsession with it, Sasahara enjoys his time at Genshiken, progressively abandoning any denial he once had about being an otaku and immersing himself in an otaku lifestyle. Magical Senpai. An unmotivated freshman begins his new term at Tenenishi High School and looks for a group that requires minimal engagement to meet his needs. He then discovers the Magic Club Room, where a cute upperclassman is practicing her magic acts. She suffers from stage fright, which causes her to make mistakes in her performances, and she frequently finds herself in awkward circumstances. Despite having little interest in a group managed by an inept magician, the student becomes involved as a new member, encountering a variety of embarrassing situations with his eccentric tutor. My Dress-Up Darling. Wakana Goju, a high school student, spends his days honing the technique of manufacturing Hina dolls, aiming to one day reach his grandfather's level of expertise. While his peers are preoccupied with pop culture, Goju finds fulfillment in sewing costumes for his dolls. Nonetheless, he goes to considerable measures to keep his unusual pastime hidden, believing that if it were revealed, he would be mocked. Mirin Kitagawa, an exceptionally beautiful girl whose confidence and poise contrast sharply with Goju's meekness, enters the picture. It would contradict logic for the friendless Goju to associate with Kitagawa, who is usually surrounded by her classmates. However, the unthinkable occurs when Kitagawa finds Goju's sewing prowess and openly confesses to him about her own hobby, cosplay. She decides to enlist his assistance because her sewing abilities are pitiful. As Goju and Kitagawa collaborate on one cosplay outfit after another, they can't help but become close, despite the fact that their lives are worlds apart. Real Girl. Life in the two-dimensional realm is much easier for Hikari Tsutsui. He is socially inept and shy, so he spends his time playing video games and watching anime, only to be mocked and ostracized by his classmates. Yudoi Too, his lone friend who sports cat ears and is equally enamored with the world of gaming, shares his plight. Tsutsui meets Iroha Igarashi after being ordered to clean the pool as punishment for arriving late, but he tries to avoid her because her fame precedes her. Tsutsui, who is brazenly outspoken, despised by female peers, and infamous for playing about with boys, believes that getting connected with her would be disastrous. 3D Kanogo. Real Girl is a narrative about two outcasts, a boy who is attempting to express emotions he has never felt before, and a girl who is trying to break him out of his shell. Bottom tier character Tomozaki. Fumia Tomozaki is the best player in Japan in the online game Attack families, also known as TACFA. Despite his esteemed position, he falls short in his ordinary high school life due to a lack of social skills and amiability. He blames the confusing mechanics and harsh laws of life for his lack of friends, causing him to quit up and declare himself a bottom-tier character in this game. Fumia is surprised to learn the true identity of another top-tier TACFM player after a chance meeting, Ewe Hinami, a popular, educated, and gregarious classmate who is the polar opposite of himself. Oi, who is amazed at how awful Fumia is in everything except TACFM, vows to help him win the greatest game of all. Fumia begins to ascend tiers in the wonderful game of life through the grueling ordeals of social interactions and relationships. My little sister can't be this cute. Torino Kamizaka exemplifies the ideal student, and his looks are equally enticing. Her grades are near faultless, and she works as a professional model alongside her best friend Ayase Aragaki, who despises liars and all things otaku. But Ayase is unaware that Kirino is hiding a deep, ingrained secret that will soon be revealed. One day at home, Kyusuke, Kirino's absolutely normal brother, discovers an erotic game belonging to none other than his seemingly beautiful younger sister. With her reputation on the line, Kirino imposes a gag order on her brother while also introducing him to the world of eroge and anime. Kyusuke meets the gothic Lolita Ruri Goku and the bespectacled otaku Sori Makishima through Kirino, kicking off an altogether new way of life. But as he becomes more involved in his younger sister's secret life, keeping it hidden becomes increasingly difficult. Mayo Chiki. Kinjiro Sakamashi developed a tough body to withstand severe punches, forceful kicks, and even dangerous vehicle impacts in order to survive their different grappling positions and locks, thanks to his mother and sister, who also adore professional wrestling. He did, however, develop gynophobia, or an unnatural dread of women. With just one girl's contact, his nose bleeds uncontrollably, he sweats profusely, and in rare situations, he faints. A chance meeting in the loo transforms his life for the worst. While attempting to avoid a girl, he discovers that the most popular student at their school, Subaru Kono, the butler of the headmaster's daughter, Kinan Suzuki, is actually a girl. Subaru, taken aback, attacks Kinjiro fiercely, causing substantial damage and putting him unconscious. When he awakens, he encounters Kinade. She pledges to help him overcome his phobia in exchange for his quiet. Haganai, I don't have many friends. When Kodaka Hasegawa learns that he will be transferring to a new school, he is keen to make a good impression and possibly make some new friends. However, Kodaka quickly realizes that he is out of luck as he is labeled as a violent delinquent due to his blonde hair and frightening demeanor. Despite the passage of a month, Kodaka remains alone due to his infamous reputation. However, his life begins to change when he discovers fellow loner Yozora Mikazuki in an empty classroom talking to her imaginary companion. After sharing stories about their lonely high school lives, Kodaka and Yuzora decide to create the Neighbors Club to face the problems of finding friends together. Daily activities for those who don't have friends include learning social skills and how to blend in, which will ideally allow them to make friends. With the help of the eroge-loving Sina Kashiwazaki and other quirky outcasts, Kodaka may have finally found people he can call full friends in this club full of funny oddballs. Don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro. Every day, Naoto Hakyuji is persistently harassed by Hayase Nagatoro, a first-year student he met at the library one day while working on his comic. After hearing his story and observing his uneasy demeanor, she decides to play with him from then on, even calling him Senpai instead of his true name. Nagatoro's constant antics annoy him at first and make him feel ashamed because he is compelled to respond to her demands. However, as they spend more time together, they form an odd type of camaraderie, and Naruto discovers that life with Nagatoro may even be enjoyable. But one thing is certain, his days will never be boring again. Saekano: How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. For years, Otaku Tomozaki has been obsessed with collecting anime and light novels, becoming attached to diverse series with intriguing tales and characters. Now he wants to give people the same sensation he had by building his own game, but Tomoya is incapable of doing it on his own. While directing, he successfully invites childhood friend Ariri Spencer Sawamura to illustrate and literary elite Yuta Kasumigoka to write the narrative. Tomoya now has a supergroup to base his concept on, and he meets the lovely, docile Megumi Kju, who he subsequently models his primary character after. Tomoya builds a new doujin circle with the intention of touching the hearts of individuals who play their game. What he doesn't realize is that in order to elicit these emotions, the creators had to go through similar experiences in their own lives. So these were the top 10 romance anime where a nerdy boy finds love. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.